Eat the Cake, Drink the Wine, and Fuck on People podcast. Join me every Monday as we dive into the latest global currents. We'll dissect compelling technology articles, explore international happenings with a focus on immigration, and unravel national stories shaping our world. In this dynamic session, respect insightful discussions on. Damn, I messed up. You know what? We can start over. Shit. Damn. This is what happens when you decide to go live. Okay. In this dynamic session, expect insightful discussions on the cutting edge of technology with a keen eye on AI investments. Actually, hold on. I am going to start over. Sorry, guys. Because I did not set up my audio podcast, and that's the one I need to really edit. I'm so sorry. Hey, Ron, how you doing today? I can't really show. Okay. All right, I didn't do a mic check, boy. It's been a busy day. That's all I can say. It's been a busy day. All right. Mic check for Monday Musings. Mic check for Monday Musings. 1 2 1 2. Mic check for Monday Musings. 1 2 1 2. Mic check for Monday Musings. Mic check for Monday Musings. 1 2 1 2. Okay, the microphone is perfect. So we're going to go on here. So I apologize, everybody, because we're about to start over again. Okay, and this is episode 1 of Monday Musings. It's January 22nd, 2024. Okay, we're going to start. Welcome to Monday Musings, the vibrant intersection of tech in the city and Eat the Cake, Drink the Wine, and Fuck on People podcast. Join me every Monday as we dive into the latest global currents. We'll dissect compelling technology articles, explore international happenings with a focus on immigration, and unravel national stories shaping our world. In this dynamic section, expect insightful discussions on the cutting edge of technology with a keen eye on AI advancements. Uncover potential investment opportunities through riveting research, and don't be surprised if we touched on the green rush, sharing my candid thoughts. It's not just news, it's a journey through the pulse of our interconnected world. Get ready to muse with me every Monday, where intelligence meets entertainment and opinions meets insight. Let's navigate the complexities together. And from here, we're going to dive on in. So coming up first, I think everybody needs to get into technology. Because if you are not into technology, and I'm talking about investments, not necessarily working, you're going to miss out on the money. So the first article that I found, which is through Tech Radar, and I'm just reading the article and giving my opinion. I have not researched to validate if this is true, but I can tell you it is. Tech spending forecast to boom in 2024, and these are the areas set to see the most investment. I don't know if I said that this story was written by Craig Hale, not by me. So let me just go ahead and give him his credit. New forecasts from Forrester have projected a healthy 5.3% growth in technology spend for 2024, a significant boost over the 3.5% measured in the previous year. As economic conditions show slow signs of improvement, don't we know that's the truth? Two key factors are expected to fuel the growth moving forward. Increased investments in software, ding, 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 ding. Did she not say investments? And IT services, and the resurgence of economic activities, specifically in the Asia-Pacific region, including China. Notice it did not say the United States of America. I wonder why. Businesses are spending on tech. The firm predicts that by 2023, oh, look, we're in 2024, investments in generative AI software will total around $227 billion at a 36% rate of compound annual growth. More imminently, 2024 will see total global tech spend reach heights of 4.7 trillion with the T dollars. Europe and North America are expected to see 5.1% and 5.7% growth rates, respectively, as they recover from challenging prior years. Forrester credits Europe's growth to higher enterprise, digital maturity, and advanced cybersecurity adoption, while North America is expected to spend more on its financial services and healthcare sectors. I wonder why. However, leading the way with a 5.7% growth rate will be Asia Pacific, predominantly India, the Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and China. And where did all of the jobs in the United States of America get shipped to? Don't worry about it. Do your research. Michael O'Grady, principal forecast analyst at Forrester, shared a positive message. Technology companies face significant economic headwinds in the past year, but 2024 promises a better outlook. O'Grady added a remark that will come as no surprise to anybody with even the slightest involvement in the tech industry. Demand for cloud and AI is strong across all regions, with Gen AI expected to boost the tech market over the next 3 years. So if we're in 2024, 2024, 2027, by 2027, yeah, okay. With IT spend on the up, suppliers and manufacturers will face greater demand, buying them the potential to raise prices. Sounds like we're going through that in the United States already. Though it's not mentioned in the study, Forrester's research has left us wondering whether now would be a good time to upgrade your business's IT before prices rise. If you don't do it, I don't know what to tell you. And if you don't know anything about AI, I really just don't know what to tell you. And I'm starting to do some research on cybersecurity because apparently, as all of this stuff keeps coming into our existence, they're going to need somebody to secure the technology. And that's where the money's going to be at. Then we're going to go ahead and move right over along to our next article. And this is by Daily Post Nigeria. So this is our international article because we want to cover the United States, but we want to look beyond our walls, so to speak. So it says, don't lag behind in technology advancement. Tinubu urges Nigerian graduates. Now, I picked this article because I thought it was very interesting to see Nigeria talking about technology, because generally is you need to be a lawyer or a doctor or otherwise they didn't really care. So now they're saying, don't ignore technology. So President Bola Tinubu, and I hope I'm saying that right, has urged Nigerian graduates to ensure that Nigeria does not lag behind in technological advancement. The president, who was represented by Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Maman, stated this in his address during the combined convocation ceremony of Federal Polytechnic Oko Anambra State. Ooh, child, when I tell you, they gave me some words to pronounce. The 19th convocation of the institution involved graduates from 2010 and 2011 to 2020 and 2021 academic sessions. Now, mind you, we're in 2024. I know that already, okay? Tinubu said, we live in the era of science and technology with technical revolution and innovations in science and technology. Labor market needs have significantly evolved. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a new global player and has thrown up new challenges. As a nation, we must ensure our relevance in the global landscape and set the stage for long-term progress and prosperity. We cannot afford to lag behind in the global technological development. I, therefore, call on you as graduates in technical and technological field to rise up to the challenge. He noted that the Nigerian government is not relenting in developing the science and technology base of the nation. As a government, we are aware of the role and impact of quality education with respect to science and technological development. It can never be overstated that education is the key to this. This informed government's unwavering commitment to the educational growth of our nation. Government has made giant strides in the funding of education and will continue to do so, the president added. Earlier in director of the Polytechnic, Dr. Francisca Fulagor, I said it all wrong, had enumerated some of the challenges facing the institution. Now, let me go ahead and add my 98 cents. You can give your 2 and we'll have a whole dollar, okay? This article says this was statements going back to 2021. We are in 2024. This story was written 3 days ago by Joe Chukindi. What I think is interesting is that if Nigeria would have been on the same playing field 10 years ago, they would have been able to compete with China and India for majority of technological jobs that were shipped overseas. But we already know that Africa had disparities and they were kind of left out the race. So I think this is Nigeria saying, hey, fuckers, y'all won't leave us behind again. We will not focus on simply being a lawyer or a doctor because we recognize that the future and the money is also in technology. So I agree with him 100%, but that's my interpretation of the information. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we're going to move on to our next article, talking about some people's favorite person. I still don't know who this man is. I only know his name because of my son, because my son follows all of this stuff. But Elon Musk, do we know who Elon Musk is? Me, not so much, kind of, sort of, but not really. Anywho, this is from Fortune, and the story is by Dylan Sloan, and it's saying it was posted 3 hours ago. This is coming directly from Microsoft when I logged in. Over here, I'm going to give you guys the links on these platforms. TikTok, sorry, you guys will not get the links. But if you go over to my YouTube channel, Top Styles or Top Styles 2.0, and subscribe, you can really just look at the video and get the links. Or you can go over to any of my Facebook platforms at Top Styles on all platforms, and you'll be able to grab the links if you want to read for yourself. But this says Elon Musk satellite army has a new target, connecting the $183 billion foreign industry to high-tech AG tools. AG would stand for agriculture. Now, in case you guys didn't know, there is a green rush that's coming. It isn't quite here yet, but it's really in the early stages. And if you don't know what the green rush is, please go subscribe over to my YouTube and follow along so I can keep educating the collective on what the fuck y'all need to be doing in these streets. Anywho, on to the article. Elon Musk high-flying SpaceX is expanding into a partnership with a decidedly grounded company, John Deere. Now, hold on. You mean John Deere with the big tractors? John Deere and Elon Musk is going into a partnership? Something to do with agriculture? I wonder why. Does it have anything to do with the green rush, possibly? Let's keep reading. Deere, one of the biggest names in American farming, plans to start offering Starlink-enabled farm equipment later this year to give rural farmers better access to high-tech farming methods. So from my understanding, from doing the research and all of the classes I've attended on the green rush, these trees, can we really, yeah, we're going to call them trees. These trees go about 12 feet high. That's pretty tall because I'm only 5 feet. Well, 5 feet 1 1/4. Please don't forget the quarter. But apparently it's more than double my size. So would you need more precision if you were to, okay, let's go ahead and keep reading. American farmers are increasingly relying on so-called precision agriculture tools to more efficiently grow, harvest, and process crops. Think self-driving tractors and pesticide spraying drones, but unreliable internet access, which is especially pervasive in rural agriculture areas. Keep almost 3/4 of American farms from taking advantage of the tech, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. And you know who else the U.S. Department of Agriculture deals with? The green rush people, because the farm bill is what made hemp legal. And if you don't know your homework about the relationship between hemp and cannabis, just go subscribe to the YouTube, and you're going to have to watch the video to figure out which one did I drop the knowledge in, because I'm being very intentional with the information that I share at this point. So, anywho, let's keep reading. Precision agriculture tools are a key innovation in modern industrial farming. Automating labor-intensive tasks such as planting and harvesting means farmers can spend less time out in the field. Increased automation makes agriculture more profitable and reduces environmental impacts and downstream consumer benefit in the form of safer food and better tracing where their food is sourced from. But how much of our food do we really grow in the United States? Like most of the time when I go to the store, it's from everywhere but the United States. So what exactly are we farming? Let's keep reading. With improved connectivity via satellite, farmers will be able to work more efficiently and productively, reduce downtime, and coordinate among machines for more efficient use of resources, wrote Mike Poole, Senior Product Manager of Connected Fleet at John Deere, in an email to Fortune. Starlink, a division of SpaceX, maintains a network of thousands of low-orbit satellites, able to provide internet access almost anywhere on Earth. It's been in the news recently due to its strategic importance to the Ukrainian military and controversially Musk's alleged decision to temporarily cut off access in order to stop a Ukrainian missile attack last year, which Musk denies. Starlink has become one of the crown jewels under SpaceX's umbrella. It earned $1.4 billion in revenues in 2022, up from just $222 million the prior year. Wait a minute. Let me give y'all them numbers again because it earned $1.4 billion in revenue in 2022. And in 2021, I'm going to say it different for the people in the back here. In 2021, it earned $222 million. Wow. And it's reportedly on the cusp of landing major contracts with the Pentagon. The government, the good old United States government, I wonder why. Could that possibly have anything to do with the green rush that has all of these really high taxes, and we're waiting to see if it's going to get legalized on the federal level, which then controls the state level. And then, anywho, let's keep reading. Higher than, the track record has helped spin SpaceX's rumored private valuation to around $175 billion, higher than any IPO valuation in American history. A company known for space travel and another synonymous with farming make for an unexpected business partnership. Well, I'll say the same motherfucking thing. Like, what made y'all be partners? But they're both cashing in on growing interest in farming tech that hopes to revitalize a shrinking agriculture sector. Now, stay tuned, and I'm gonna give y'all the tea at the end of this. Last year, the U.S. for the first time imported more food than it exported. But did she just say that? Did she not just say that? Like, what the hell are we growing? Because most of our food is coming from other countries. So what we growing over here? While the number of American farms has fallen over 70% from its historical peak, federal officials are hopeful that large-scale adoption of precision agriculture tools will boost agricultural production and help mitigate climate risk. Bullshit. The continuing strength of the U.S. agriculture sector will be guided by sound public policy that encourages greater adoption of agriculture technology, reads a November FCC report about broadband access for farmers. So you mean to tell me, okay, anywho, meaningful funding and effort must be invested towards increasing on-farm connectivity, climate-smart agriculture, and sustainable productivity. J.C. Shemper runs a harvesting business out of Holdrege, Nebraska. Okay, come to the interior, Nebraska, Oregon, Texas. What else we got in there? Arkansas, Oklahoma. It's not really developed yet. Just go ahead and put a pin in that one right there. Operating from Texas to Montana. Oh, I didn't even mention Montana, now did I? Farmers who grow more crops than they can harvest on their own contract with Shimper to do that work for them. Using precision agriculture tools, Shimper can remotely control his fleet of 9 combines, 20 trucks, and 6 grain carts from anywhere with a cell connection. He demoed the new Starlink-enabled Deere machines last summer. Before, I might have had a gap from one of my trucks at a place in the field with no cell signal, said Shimper. With Starlink, I was able to see exactly where everybody was at all the time. I could sit on my combine underneath the Starlink atop my cab, and I can read my emails. I can look at the weather. I can do Facebooks, TikToks, whatever. SpaceX did not immediately reply to a request for comment. OMG. So this is my take on it. Let me just give you my 98-cent. Add your two, we'll have a whole dollar. I have been attending hemp summits and learning everything I can about hemp because it's legal. So at this last summit I was at, you actually had the farmers and the lawmakers in the same building. Oh my God, they was in there together. And I started asking questions. And this is what I summarized because I'm very analytical. I summarized that, so the crop of choice that is going to be in the United States is going to be part of the green rush, which would be your hemp that is now federally legal. But because you can use parts of the hemp plant for industrial use, they have to make the flower part of the plant legal on the federal level so they can use what they need to use from the rest of the plants. And because it's not legal on the federal level, because it might have a higher THC or something, they can't use it. So I learned that there's currently a search to find farmers that own land and requesting them to switch a portion of their crop that they're currently growing over to hemp. And if they switch it over to hemp, they can earn extra money instead of needing to grow stuff and sell it. Like, hey, we'll come in and basically rent this portion of your farm and we'll help you get your equipment if you need it. We'll help you do different things. And in return, you're going to grow our shit, give us our shit back, keep what you want, get your money, and on and on and on. So when I thought about it, well, wait a minute, because we're reading To Be a Slave, which is a Julius Lester book. It's a puffing modern classic, and it's document of what our ancestors, the actual slaves, said, right? And I'm like, you know what? When you kind of look at the timeline of slavery and civil rights and all this little crazy stuff was going on, and then you put into the fact that we had the whole Black Wall Street incident that occurred, why is it that the interior states on the west coast of the United States have not been developed? We're developed all around the seaboard because that's where the slaves came in at, right? Get y'all asses out there and work. But it didn't quite finish. So now I want to do research to find out, okay, well, when was the gold rush? Like, help me put that timeline in there, because if you think it's gold in all these places, you're not trying to dig up to plant some cotton or whatever you want to plant. You're trying to dig for gold. So I am making the futuristic determination at this point that a large portion of the west side interior of the United States is going to become the areas that the hemp farming will be predominant. Texas is still waiting for the next farm bill to pass to make the determination of what they plan on doing, because nothing has really been said since the farm bill of 2019. Texas came out and said something after that. And now, because they don't know what the next farm bill is going to say, they're kind of holding out. I got this information where the lawmakers and the other, I got that information from there. So they're kind of holding out, trying to figure out what to do. But Texas, out of all the states in the great United States of America, is the only state that can compete with California, which is the #1 state in production at the present time. So once again, I want to share the information on Monday Musings. I want to give a call to action to please go subscribe over to my YouTube page. And if you don't own any land in your portfolio, please go run and get that. I myself, I'm still in shock. I'm still kind of like, oh, did I just do that? Because I can now say I have in my portfolio 20 acres of land. I'm still in shock, but it's 20 fucking acres in the middle of fucking nowhere. But the thing I just read, Like, man, look at God. Look at God. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be good. And I already got my license in Texas, so I'm good to go. Thank you all for joining. Love you. Bye. And here.